next, let's get into reacts and see how the internet did react to the game yesterday. And what do we have up first? Yeah, we got Cliff Jones there. Great win at Spurs Official. Lovely to meet Madders and my dear friend Coity. Thanks to all the supporters I met for your warm reception. And we were there at that moment yesterday. And Maddison gave a great interview. If you haven't seen it, it's on the channel now. And then it finished off with Cliff Jones, absolutely legend of the club, 61 double winning winger, and he gave us a rendition of "It's a Grand Old Team to Play For," and that's actually in the vlog as well from yesterday, so go and check that out. But it was a great little moment, wasn't it?
It was a beautiful moment. That's what I love about, players back in those days. They really these days, you won't get, these players don't know the history in these kind of songs like the old players and the old legends do. They really used to be part of the club, and used to because they used to grow up in Tottenham, a lot of these players, and that they used to really be ingrained in the club. They know all these these old songs, and obviously he knows it, he's singing it. And I'd love if some of our modern players could embrace that kind of thing, but I know modern players in general don't usually do it. But it's just great to see a club legend bellowing out an old Tottenham favourite song. It was really great.
You know what it is? It's like back in those days in the 60s, they used to go drink with the fans after the game and be in the pubs and be there when all those songs are being sung. So it kind of does make sense to that. The gap between players and fans were just there was no gap, basically. They used to drink after the games together. Now there's just it's two completely separate entities, basically.
Yeah, agreed.
Next one is from Meow62 saying, still found Werner so funny during the team huddle. For some reason, he's always so eager to run away. Madders had to hold him back.
Yeah, it's not the first time. He's not sure, doesn't know what's going on in the huddle. He seems to always want to run away, but brilliant stuff from Madders to make sure he's staying in with the team. I wonder what he's in a rush to get. Let's go somewhere.
He's on the rush to rinse people on the left-hand side. That's what he's in a rush to do. This next tweet is from 2Love2, and it's Heung-min Son's movement can be seen better in the fan game when Johnson was seen. Heung-min penetrated in an instant, looked to the side, stopped immediately, then turned backwards so the defenders were caught in the reverse direction. So he was able to pass in that direction and Werner finished. It's thrilling. It seems to be all three elements fit so well. And that bit of movement from Heung-min Son is absolute genius, isn't it?
Yeah, really clever from him. And you can see the defender tracks in, opens up the space because they know where the threat is, and they just left that open space for Werner to come in. It looked like it was a move that was being really well coordinated, so really good.
Yep. Next up, we have Watch Sonny. He said, sorry to Timo to celebrate. We're all going for 3, you silly goose.
Yeah. Timo goes off and celebrates, and so he's like, no, come on, let's go get another one. No time.
What's Timo doing? Why is he running over to the fans when it's 10 minutes to go and we've only
celebrate.
He got
his first goal.
Forget that first goal. The most important thing is the 3 points to the team.
Go on then.
Harry Kane always made a point of it. If you're scoring the equaliser, forget celebrate. You're going to get that ball. You're putting it on the centre spot. That's the mentality that we need.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Next up, this is a funny one from Swift Spurs. Spurs in the first half and Spurs in the second half.
Literally couldn't be more accurate. At the moment, we are very much struggling like that in the first half, but we do come on strong in the second. So I think that's how every Tottenham fan feels at the moment.
Amadou says, not a single cell in my body thought Sonny was going to miss that chance. What a baller. I remember saying that to you as soon as he scored that. It was like, did anyone in that stadium have any doubt in their mind once Sonny was past that halfway line that he was going to miss that chance?
Goal, you don't even have to, you can start celebrating as soon as he goes one-on-one because you know he's going to bury it.
Did anyone in that stadium have any doubt in their mind that Timo Werner was going to screw up that chance, that carbon copy in the first half?
Yeah, literally. Both cliches in themselves.
Issa is showing, this is what the Palace team was yesterday, and basically everyone in their own 6-yard box apart from Mateta, who was up front, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty accurate, I would say. It was very, very defensive. They were very well set up, though, under Glasner. I have to say they were really tough, but thankfully, as soon as the pressure told, they couldn't really sustain. They couldn't withstand the pressure at the end. But I think Palace definitely gave it a really good go, and Glasner will be happy with how organised they look.
I did expect Palace to bring more of an attacking threat yesterday, though. I really did, particularly because of their second game under Glasner. We know how Glasner likes to play. He's defensively sound, but he's also very much an attacking threat, the way he likes to manage. And I think that is credit to the way the Spurs defenders, and particularly Basuma, Romero and Van de Ven played yesterday, and Emerson.
Well, I think there's a couple of things. There's obviously how well we played, and also I just don't think he has the players right now at Palace to do what he wants. You know,
Eze though, like Eze usually can do it on his own. You know,
he had Eze, and he obviously won the free kick and scored it. That's the one moment he had. But you know, when you're playing like Mitchell, Joel Ward, these kind of players, like it's going to be too difficult to implement that kind of system. Yeah,
I did feel like it could have been a danger with Joachim Andersen there. We know the ball playing ability that he likes to have, and he does have, like maybe some passes over the top for maybe Mateta or Eze to even run onto. But I think Van de Ven gobbled all of those up.
Yeah, it was difficult for him.
Cody Mack saying, I have not forgotten. Look at this stare from Cuti Romero when he was on the sidelines in the Aston Villa game after Rodrigo Bentancur went off from that horrible Matty Cash challenge. Romero will not forget.
He's a wanted man, Matty Cash, you bet.
Carly T saying, Eze, you know where you want to be. And there was this very strange embrace after the game yesterday. This was Ange Postecoglou and Eze. Nothing really much in that. You see that at the end of every game. But if you look at the next picture, this was Heung-min Son. I think, is that Cuti Romero?
And I think it was Madders. Wasn't it Madders? I saw one point Madders was
in
with
that
him
picture.
as well.
It's Romero.
There was one point it was Madders, but maybe it wasn't that picture.
Romero, Son, and Ollie Skip all went to hug Eze after the game, and they all seemed very pally with each other. Is there something in the workings for the summer?
Bit of tapping up, laying the foundations, maybe. I hope so. That'll be unbelievable if we can somehow convince Eze to come here, but. Guess it's going to be a case of wait and see. But look, obviously, Eze, everyone knows what a great player he is, and he showed it yesterday. It was another great audition from a player who Spurs are linked with.
Top player. Spurs Express is showing Richarlison on Instagram. Look at that with Richarlison yesterday in the vintage 99 Hewlett-Packard kit. And we were obviously sitting in the West Stand yesterday, and when we saw him come out, I mean, Sim just got so excited. He's like, what is Richarlison? Can you believe Richarlison's wearing that? It's unbelievable.
What a guy. He knows how to, what buttons to press to get himself ingratiated by the fans, and wearing that kind of shirt will definitely do it. And it suits him. Look, it looks good on him, doesn't it?
It looks beautiful on him. Madders THFC, just another picture of Ange and Eze yesterday.
So that's Brandon Austin.
Oh, it's Brandon Austin.
If you go down, it's Brandon Austin, Skip and Son. Maybe they know each other from like England under-21s or something.
Where's Son never played for England under-21?
Not Son, but Austin and Skippy. But
Skippy for sure. I don't know if Brandon Austin ever played for England under-21s.
Maybe not. But yeah, look, they seem to. I think Sonny is definitely tapping him up, isn't he? He's like, come on, come play for us. Come join us. You want to.
In the next one below, that's the moment you were talking about with Maddison.
That's it.
And Heung-min Son.
Madders is cheeky enough to definitely he's like, put in a transfer request. Come on.
What's Son whispering in his ear right there?
He's like, you know where you want to be. You don't want to be here at Palace any longer.
Can you not see him point to the ground there? I'm coming here. That's
exactly.
Cho THFC just showing a clip saying that ball from Son was disgusting, and it really was.
Yeah, look at that first time. Look, he doesn't even look at Werner. It's actually unbelievable.
Is that not Harry Kane-esque, that ball?
Look, he takes one look. It's like he knows where Werner is without even looking at him. It's actually pretty crazy.
He learned a lot from Harry Kane. That's what it is. Yeah,
and that's what I've been saying this season. He's been really developing that side of his game where he's become more of a team player rather than before. So I think his passing and that kind of stuff, he's definitely been working on it a lot.
Madison on Instagram says, "Get in there, son. Son, not son.
My son
at Cuti. My son at Cuti Romero. Patience was required today, and we delivered and turned it around. Happy Saturday. Come on, you Spurs."
Yeah,
and that was Richarlison getting in the act as well with the celebrations.
Great picture. Look at Romero's face in that picture as well. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant.
Next one's from THSC Report. This was Sonny and Maddison at the end of the game yesterday, and we were watching them with a close eye, weren't we, when he came off, because they were sitting in front of us, and it was great to see that kind of synergy between the two.
Yeah, they got a lovely bromance, don't they, Son? I mean, Son has a bromance with everyone, but it's great to see it with Maddison off the bench and all happy after they got the winner as well. I thought there was a clip before as well with Maddison ruffling up Sonny's hair before, so really nice moment.
Pape Sarr tweeted this out saying, "Enjoy your weekend, Spurs fans," and he just gave a couple of pictures of himself from the game yesterday. Didn't play too long, and it was a bit of a worry with him dropping to the floor at a full-time whistle. Let's hope. I don't know what that was, to be honest, because we haven't heard anything about it. I think Ange
spoke about it, but I didn't actually see what he actually said. But apparently he spoke about after the game he had a bit of a knock, but he should be okay. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what he said, to be honest.
Pedro Porro tweeted this out saying, "N17 with a white heart." and hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later.
He was doing a few things on social media, like kind of hinting that he would be fit, but obviously he didn't quite make it, did he?
He's just a troll, Pedro Porro. He told everyone to keep him in his FPL team.
Why would you do that, Pedro?
And then he's not playing in the game, but I do think he'll be back for the game against Villa.
Yeah, it seems so. We're going to need him.
And imagine against that Villa high line with his ball playing ability, it'll be invaluable for us. Spurs Express saying, absolutely colossal performance today from this man. Only his pace often gets the spotlight, but in truth, he's a Rolls Royce of a centre-back in every aspect. This is a Mickey van de Ven appreciation post. And this is what I've been saying pretty much all stream. I was in awe of his performance yesterday.
Yeah, he's like a cheat code, as we've said before with other players, but his speed and ability to just cover the whole back line is really, really impressive. And it gets us out of so many situations. And he was in another immaculate display yesterday.
This is Madders coming off the pitch yesterday with the smallest microphone in the world. Tottenham Hotspur says, Madders is all of us. And I think that's exactly how we were all celebrating the win yesterday.
And it was lovely to see Madders came to the H Club after the game as well and did a really nice interview, which is on the channel at the moment. So go check that out. But really great for Madders there.
Zeus tweeting out saying, love this club. Romero with an absolutely proper passionate celebration yesterday, kissing the badge, pointing to the badge. We know where he wants to be.
Yeah, big up. I'm very happy that hopefully he's not kissing the badge in vain like some other previous players, not for this club necessarily, but in football have done. But it just shows the love he has for the club. And there's always been rumours about Romero. Is he going to be here long term? All this stuff, but he does seem to love being here.
Yeah, and I think things have changed since Ange Postecoglou has come here. I feel like it's much more in line of the way he wants to play the game, especially as he's like kind of an attacking centre-back, isn't he? So I think it's definitely more in line the way he wants to play. And he's also been given more roles in the team, being vice-captain and everything. And I think he's feeling that responsibility as well. And he's also spoken about how London is his home and he loves his place. He wants to bring up his family here and stuff like that. So I think there's many reasons why he loves being at Tottenham. Next up, this is Axel THFC saying 6 assists this season for Brennan. I think, are people sleeping a bit on Brennan this season?
Well, yeah, probably, because if you speak to most Tottenham fans, they're still going to tell you, oh, he's this and that and not good enough. But, he's slowly starting to get more effective. He's showing what he can do when it comes to, timing of his run to the back post. He's, starting to get more and more assists now from the wing, which is really, really crucial for a player in his role. So I'm starting to... I think I've been critical of Brennan, but recently I can't complain. I think since to be honest, since kind of the turn of the year, he's been getting fairly regular goal contributions, hasn't he? Brentford game and the Brighton game, he got the winner, didn't he? So he's starting to really turn up regularly. And he got 2 assists off the bench, so I can't really complain at the moment.
Heung-min Son on Instagram says, yes, strong spirit to fight until the end from the boys. 3 points, come on you Spurs, with a very passionate picture from Heung-min Son. Next up is from Bleacher Report Football, just showing the different stages of the game. Palace go 1-0 up on the 59th minute, Spurs on the 78th, Spurs again on the 80th, and Spurs again on the 88th. Spurs turn it around with another late show at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Great pictures to match as well. There's one of Heung-min Son. Look at that passion from Kuti Romero.
Yeah, I love it. I love Kuti's
There's
passion.
Romero and Son. And then finally, Timo Werner on the dance floor, last but not least. Next up, we've got Nobody Speak to Me to 3 to 5 business days. This is Van de Ven and Porro embracing each other after the game.
Big up Van de Ven, love that moment as well.
And this is very telling of the way the game went. Just look at those progress bars from Axel THFC showing the flash score progress bars of the game. And it's just basically all Spurs for the whole game. Yeah,
literally very little blue there from Palace. They really struggled to threaten us for a lot of that game, so I think that proves it.
78% possession, creating 1.87 XG and conceding only 0.29 XG, 14 shots and 11 corners. Maybe it wasn't as bad a performance as we first thought, but I would say to have 78% possession, you probably want to be creating a bit more of an XG though.
Yeah, I mean, 1.87 is not bad if you're only conceding 0.29, but I think considering how much of the game we had, if you take away maybe the last 15 minutes, that actually is probably a lot lower, isn't it?
Yeah. Next one says, never talk to me about no Harry Kane. Romero is more coy than that fraud ever was. I think it's a bit harsh to call Harry Kane a fraud, the top goal scorer in Spurs' history. But you're looking at someone that is definitely ingrained within the club right now.
Did Kane ever kiss the badge, or was he always just kissing his ring?
I think he was always kissing his ring.
I'm trying to remember if he ever did kiss the badge.
Not that I can remember, to be honest.
So Romero's already one up on that.
Johnny H videoed the goal from the South Stand yesterday, Heung-min Son's goal. Great footage of that.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
Spurs Express says Tottenham didn't allow a single shot in the last 30 minutes today of the match against Crystal Palace. Lock thing down at the back. And I think it really was a proper good defensive display yesterday.
Yeah, and we only allowed one shot that whole second half. So I think it goes to show how much we limited Palace.
These were the scenes at full time that Tottenham tweeted out yesterday. Spurs N17 turned into a nightclub once again. It's like no matter who we play, if we win, this place turns into a nightclub.
Yeah, and all the players are enjoying it. The fans are loving it as well. It's so great at the moment after wins at home. Really something. It's a joy to behold, to be honest.
Hotspur related saying no centre-back has scored more Premier League goals this season than Kuti Romero, which we've covered. Spurs Watch saying Richarlison has stated he is returning to training and may have a chance to play against Aston Villa next weekend, which also mentioned. Yeah,
that would be a big surprise if that is the case, because Ange, saying 2 to 3 weeks and even 3 to 4 weeks. In another press conference as well. So if he is back next week, I'd be very surprised. But I do wonder, if he is back, does he come straight back in, or do we keep Son in there?
I think against Villa's high line, you want Son central.
That's what
I think that we need to keep Sonny in there for this game.
I agree.
Palace FC, the Palace FC saying having Van der Ven in defence should be considered cheating.
That's coming from a Palace fan, so goes to show how frustrated he probably was after watching Van der Ven yesterday.
Invert the Wing saying the record for possession kept in a game is 85%. Tottenham have kept 82% possession. Stay calm, a goal will come. I don't know how people are looking at this and saying it's a bad performance. Much more fluid and better getting into the box. Players just need to find urgency and shoot more. And that was at half-time.
That must have been at half-time. So, it's still 82% possession. I think he was right in the end, wasn't he? And we did. The pressure did tell in the end.
Invert the Wing, always predicting the future. Kuti Romero saying this is the way. Great victory. We will continue to working to improve, and this is the way always to all together always.
Yeah, lovely from our vice captain.
Timo Werner said, I wanted to celebrate, but when I saw that no one was coming over, I remembered that was only 1-1 and we had to go get another goal. He's always jumping the gun, Timo.
He's always too honest, isn't he? I actually love it. Love Timo, though. I'm loving him.
And this is the last one that we have for you. This was a little child brought a picture of himself and Ashley Phillips and Van der Ven, and it said on the thing saying, you came to see me at hospital, so I came to see you play. Lovely little touch there from that little kid.
Yeah, really, really nice moment there. Great thing to end it on.
All right, so there we have it. That is the stream done and dusted for you. We'll be back tomorrow for more Spurs content for you guys. But thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Great to get back to winning ways. Great to be all smiles and happy in the studio for the first time in a couple of weeks. But we'll see you all tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.